Today we are going to be learning how to make Picasso portraits. So we will be drawing portraits, and I'll show you a technique that we're going to use to kind of make them a little more abstract and a little more fun to create. So take a look down here. So I have two portraits. I will actually be using a marker to complete these. So if you look carefully, I know you can't see the pencil lines, but depending at what your hairstyle is or what type of a look you may have, these would be a self-portrait. We are going to make these a little more simple. Your nose is going to be about halfway between the center of the eyes and the chin. I might have put this a little too high, but it's okay. Your mouth is going to go in between the bottom of the nose and the chin, and you can make that however you want. Now, depending if you can see your ears, you can make your eyebrows if you want, but the top of your ear is right about the top of your eyebrow and goes to about the bottom of the nose. So it's roughly that type of shape. Now we're not going to worry so much about the making everything so realistic as far as drawing hair to look like it's lines, because we want everything to have a basically an outline shape looking drawing. So I might have this look like that. So I can add a collar to the shirt, and shoulders are pretty simple, they just go off the page. So if you take a look at this one, this is how a boy might look. So one of the things I'm going to do here is I will draw the chin. Now let's say you have longer hair and it is maybe parted and goes down beyond your back. If you are a girl or a boy with real long hair, you would just draw that hair, how that might look. And let's say you have some of your hair is covering your eye. So some of you might have hair that covers your eye. Again, trying to get those measurements with the mouth and the nose. So in between the eyes, if you were to look real carefully, you can see I divided that oval shape into halves. The eyes would go actually in the center of the head, not at the top of the head, because your eyes don't really go where your hair is. So here we have our pictures where they are turned up. Now here comes the fun part, to drawing some random lines through your picture. And what this is going to do is give it a more abstract look once we add color to these. So we are not going to make these into typical colors that you would use for drawing people. So here we have one with lines all over it, and we have one without. So you can use many different materials for this. For example, here I have crayons, and I have some gel crayons, and I have markers. I have different things to make these with. So for example, here I will color in wherever the shapes are. So I can use the same color more than once, our goal will be to not have these colors touch each other. So you don't want to use the same color next to each other. You want this to be a little more abstract, or a little more of a change up to it. So I can use all these colors for the outside as well. So far you can see this. I will pause it and show you my progression as we go. As you can see, this is starting to come along and make a little progress. So I'm going to be looking at each shape as a different color. So I don't want to view this as a picture of a person, but more of a color by shape. And I'm coloring a lot quicker than I would expect you to color, but this should take a while to complete. And there you have the finished product. So start drawing the lines, coloring them in. Yes, I colored a little quickly with the crayons, but I would like to not waste your time. So you get an idea. You can use paint, you can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use whatever you want to use. And that's the beauty of working with all this different materials that you may have at home. So take a look, try this out, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson.